Cancer cannot live without glucose and glutamine. There's only two fuels. We've interrogated the cancer cell. Here's what we do. We take these tumor cells and we put them in saline, which is a salt solution. No fuel, nothing. And then we see how long it takes them to completely die. Without fuel, remember, without energy, nothing can survive. Energy is everything. The whole cancer issue is energy, energy, energy. So how do you know what a cancer cell needs to survive? You grow it in salt, and then it dies. It dies. And then we add stuff back one at a time, one at a time. And we find the things, and all of a sudden, you add glucose back, boom, this thing starts growing again, even in the salt. Okay, so then we add each amino acid back. And we found out that the amino acid glutamine, together with the sugar glucose, is the most robust driver of dysregulated cell growth. There are other amino acids. They can play a minor kind of a role, but nothing like glutamine. Now, targeting glutamine, you can't do it very effectively with diet. Vigorous exercise can lower glutamine levels, but you need drugs. And in our mind, those drugs are parasite medications, okay? Because the parasites and the sugar, the parasite and the cancer cell use common metabolic pathways, if you can believe it. Yeah, so that's why some of these so you bring the patient down into this new super healthy state, and you go after the glutamine and the glucose simultaneous. Unbelievable. You probably can't appreciate how powerful what I just said to you is until you actually see it yourself. And the problem is most people don't see it, and they think, oh, you know, what food can I eat for glutamine? No. You got to use it. You can get it down, but you can't really get it to below this like threshold. Once you get it below that threshold, don't forget, these tumor cells have to have a lot of fermentable fuel. They're not energy efficient like our normal cells. Our normal cells can live on the most minuscule amount of nutrient in the environment and still be healthy. The tumor cell has to have a buttload of glucose and glutamine. Once you go below a certain threshold of levels, these tumor cells, they up and die because they ran out of energy. So that's the whole strategy. Simultaneously cutting off the two fuels that drive the dysregulated growth, while at the same time transitioning the body to ketones, which we evolved to burn in times of fasting. Okay, tumor cells can't use fatty acids in ketone bodies.
Yes.
So you starve them. They're marginalized. They're weak. They have all these genetic mutations. Sure, they have a lot of mutations. That prevents them from adaptability. So unless you understand evolutionary biology like we do, you might have difficulty understanding how we put all the parts of the puzzle together to get the outcome. So that's another thing. You know, we study evolutionary biology because that holds the key to this whole cancer problem. So if you really want to know how to do all this, you got to know how to connect all of the dots, understanding the origin of species on the planet, and understanding how these cancer cells have deviated from the way we understand biology and biochemistry to work. And once you understand that, these cancer cells are sitting ducks for all kinds of attack that's not harmful to the body. But what I shared with you right now is just simply not known or understood, and even sometimes resisted by the field. So I'm always saying, prove me wrong. Show me a cancer cell that can live without glucose and glutamine. I've been throwing that out to the field for a long. Nobody shows me because they don't exist.